Hey everybody. So I wasn't planning on making this video until after I watched The Boys on Amazon. And it got me thinking, hmm, maybe I should maybe I should make this review. So this is going to be my review for Brightburn. And the movie, I mean, the movie came out the movie's already out on DVD. So because the movie's already out on DVD, I will be talking about spoilers. So there's your warning. I mean, the movie is it's out in theaters and it's out on DVD for a while now. So you've been warned, and this is definitely an appropriate, an appropriate shirt for this movie. And so yeah, let's just dive into it. I'm not gonna be talking about every single thing in detail because that would be way too long. Just whatever comes in my mind I'll talk about. So yeah, there will be spoilers for Brightburn. You have been warned. So Brightburn, I remember when this movie came out. Before this movie came out, I saw people reacting to the trailers, and I didn't react to the trailer because I haven't heard of it. Because I haven't heard of it, that means I have no interest. So, but then I'll be honest with you. I read on Wikipedia that it's sort of like an evil Superman. I was like, Superman? Oh, I gotta an evil Superman. Okay, now I gotta watch the trailer. So I went onto YouTube, I watched the trailer, and yeah, definitely from the trailers alone, I'm getting a Man of Steel vibe from the trailers. It's like, what if Superman was turned evil and started becoming a serial killer? Well, not Superman, but more like Superboy, because because the character Brandon, he's a teenage boy. He's a teenage boy, so what if Superman starts becoming a serial killer and starts killing people? So that's exactly what this movie does. So I saw the movie, I believe 2 nights ago, 2 or 3 nights ago, and I was, curiosity, after watching The Boys and seeing Homelander in action, Homelander being an evil Superman himself. Yeah, people are making comparison he's like Homeland, like Brandon. Brandon is Brandon. He's like the kid version. He's like the child version of Homelander, who's an evil version of Superman. So it's like one is one thing, and that thing is another thing. So, and I kind of find it funny. But anyway, getting into this review, talking about the cast, I recognized Elizabeth Banks, but the other guy I didn't know, David Denham, is that his last name? Is that how you pronounce his last name? I was like, David Denham, I recognize that face. I was like, I recognize him. I feel like I know him from somewhere. I was like, oh yeah, he's from The Office. He's from The Office. He played Pam Beasley's ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, but her ex. He played her ex. I was like, oh. now I recognize him. Now I remember. I was like, I knew I recognized that face, David Denham. But anyway, so when the movie starts up everything's normal, and then he starts acting like an alien. He starts acting like an alien in his school. He knows all these. He's a very smart kid. From his classes. He seems like a very smart kid. He knows his science. He knows his stuff. He knows his shit. And then at a point I was like, when the mother was looking for Brandon, like the two of them, like they kind of have like this whisper, like not this whisper, but like not this whisper, whistle. They have this whistle thing going on. She's trying to find Brandon, and and then and then like and because this is a horror movie, she goes into this barn. She goes into the barn and tries to look for Brandon because it's like the first day of school, and I was thinking, and there was no music, and I was thinking to myself, if there's gonna be a jump scare, and then yeah, there is a jump scare, but thankfully, thank God it wasn't, but thank God it wasn't like there wasn't like a jump scare like every single scene, because that would be so stupid, and it would make the movie even more stupider. Um, but I saw but then thank God it was just one jump scare. But thank God it was just that one jump scare. But anyway, uh, I feel like I feel like the person who has I'm gonna be completely out of order with my thoughts, just to give you guys a warning. I'm gonna be completely out of thought. My thoughts are gonna be out of order. I thought the person I thought, like, he's, Brandon, he's like an evil Superman going around killing all these people that he knows. Um, and I thought the person who had the most brutal death scene was the uncle. Holy shit! Like, holy shit! When um, like, holy shit, like, when Brandon, he picked up, like, he picked up his uncle's, like, truck, and then, like, just, like, he was, like, the uncle was driving, trying to escape, and then and then his car, of course, doesn't work and gets stuck, and he can't get it to work again, he can't get the car to keep going, and then, like, Brandon picks up the truck and then just drops him, and then drops the truck with his uncle inside, and then, like, oh my god, like, his fucking jaw was all mangled, like, it was like dropping, like, it was disgusting, it was gross. I was watching that, I was like, oh my god, I can't, that's so brutal, like the shards of the glass, like, cut up his jaw, fucked up his jaw, and, like, his jaw's like hanging, and he's like trying to pick it up, like, oh fuck me, man. I was like, fuck, god damn. I remember watching that scene, I was like, oh fuck, I can't watch it, no. And the other death scene, like, that death scene was by far the most brutal and fucked up death scene. Yeah, like, the uncle's death scene, his uncle's death scene was probably the most brutal death scene I've ever seen. Like, oh my god, I couldn't, like, not see. I was trying my hard, like, not to see it. Like, I was like, I can't see it. That's just too fucked up. That's just too brutal. I can't see, like, his face, his jaw, like, oh my god. Oh my god. I thought he died, but he was still alive. He was in the hospital, but his face is all mangled, his jaw is all mangled and fucked up, like, it's just like, ugh. Oh my god. Yeah. The other death scene, which I immediately, like, I can't see this, was not the lunch lady. I thought she was a lunch lady at first. I thought, from the trailers, I thought she was the lunch lady, but no, she's like the mother, but she's the mother of the girl that Brandon likes, but that Brandon likes, not accidentally, but, like, from the trailers, he broke her arm, like, it snapped, like, shit. Like, he snapped his arm, like, ew, it was brutal. That was brutal. This scene, like, this entire movie is brutal. Oh my god, the death scenes are all brutal. Like, snapping a girl's arm, like snapping, not an arm, but like a but not, but like but her hand, and then like dropping the uncle's truck, and then like fucking up his jaw, ugh, and then just trying to pick it up. The other death scene. Oh my god! Like it reminded like the other death scene, which I find was pretty brutal and insane. Was pretty brutal and insane. Was his father, like was Brandon's father, like the two of them go to the woods. The two of them, they go to the woods, they go hunting, but some of us, I'm pretty sure some of you predicted that by hunting, I'm pretty sure the dad means I'm pretty sure the dad meant killing Brandon, because this kid is a serious, because unlike the mother, he sees what we all see, that this kid is not a good kid. This kid is a fucking monster and killing all these people. So he takes his son to the woods, and he tries to kill him. Like the son stops, gets down and sees these tracks, and then his father comes up with a shotgun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no, it's not a shotgun, it's like a rifle. And then like shoots him in the back of the head, but the bullet does no damage. Like, he shot him in the back of the head. He turns around. This is the thing I did not understand, and I find just how did he was like Brandon was wearing his usual suit. Like he was wearing, like, unless I missed something, maybe he packed something. Maybe he packed something inside inside his dad's truck. Maybe he packed his super suit. Maybe his super suit, his serial killer suit, his suit in the truck, and like he did that, and like, but like the thing I find really confusing was like 1 second, Brandon he's wearing he's wearing his hunting uniform, and like the next second he's already in his Brightburn costume, his Brightburn serial killer costume, and he's flying all around the trees and chasing after his dad. But I don't know, I just like, I'm like, how did you put on your costume that fast? Like the last second, like literally 1 second ago, you were wearing a totally different suit, and now like superhuman speed, I guess. Superhuman speed, I guess. But anyway, I don't know why I repeated myself. Anyway, moving on. I thought the dad's death scene was pretty, like I said before, the dad's death scene was pretty brutal. Like it reminded me, like I said, I watched Brightburn. I watched The Boys, and when Homelander killed Madeline Stillwell. Oh, spoilers, by the way. Whatever. In a season finale, like using his heat vision, he used his heat vision to melt her eyes out, and then like. Brandon did the exact same thing, but the thing is, it went straight through his dad's head. Like his dad was crying out, oh my god, like you can see like the skull, like the skull around, like his skull breaking apart. Oh my god, like he used his heat vision to go through his dad's head. I thought it was pretty brutal. Oh my god, that was also effed up. What I said about the other death scene, I completely forgot, was the mother of the girl. I completely forgot to finish that off. But yeah, the mother of the girl that he likes, who broke her hand or her wrist, was also another death scene. Like all these death scenes were pretty brutal. Like those 3 death scenes were probably the most brutal. Was probably more brutal. Like the heat, using his heat vision, to like kill his dad, and then like using the truck to kill his uncle, and then his jaw, and then like the mother of the girl, like getting that eye, like getting that shard of glass out of her eye, and then like the close up. I'm like, you don't have to do a close up shot, and they did it, but it's a close up shot of her trying to get that shard of glass out of her eye. I was like, I looked away. I was like, I can't see that. Nah, that's too much for me to handle. Good thing I wasn't eating during that scene. But yeah, like I felt like, but yeah, the number one out of all the death scenes in this movie, I felt like the number one was the uncle. Like the uncle, oh my god, like that truck, dropping the truck, and then his jaw. Oh my god, that was like the number one. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're just talking about the death scenes now. I mean, I feel like the movie could have been done better. I mean, like, throughout the movie has Brandon going around killing people. That's basically it. There's like, I mean, yeah, there is a... I didn't like the mother. I did not like the mother. I didn't like Elizabeth Banks' character. Like, I understand. She's the mother. She's trying to be, all mothers, they're trying to be, all, mothers, they are very caring, and they love their children. They love the little babies. They love their little babies. They hold their babies to their heart, whether their babies are biological or adopted. But still, I kind of feel like I love. You're lying. You're lying. Brandon, our son would never do this. Our son would never kill kill his uncle. His uncle and all this. I feel like she was completely. What's the word I'm looking for? Oblivious? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with oblivious. I felt like I didn't like her character because she was completely oblivious. Like, you don't see the shit going around you. How do you not see the shit going around you? Like, it's like all of it is pointing towards your son, Brandon. Like, but no, he wouldn't do this. I was like, you're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves, lady. You're getting on my nerves, lady. You're completely stupid. But I understand. You're a mother, and mothers, they love. But I just feel like you need to open your eyes and just see the destruction around you, please. Like, I was on the dad's side. Like, that kid is a fucking monster. But anyway, yeah, this movie, it's not a perfect movie. I didn't actually, I thought the death scenes were, pretty brutal, but it's just a death scene. The whole story is just him going around killing people. Like, first he goes after the woman of the girl, and then he goes after his uncle, and then he goes after his dad, and then he drops his mother and then he flies his mother all the way up into the air and drops him, and then he causes a plane crash. Just the story could have been done better. I felt like the story could have done better because the story is just him going around killing people. That's basically it. Like, oh, this person is causing you trouble? I'll deal with that. I'll kill this person. That's basically it. He's just going around killing people. There's nothing else to the story except him going around killing people. And yeah, I don't know much about character development. I don't know if this character has any development, really. I mean, yeah, I kind of felt bad for him getting picked on, but like, that was all in the opening scene. After that, that's nothing else. And when it comes to character development for Brandon, it's all in the opening scene. It's all in the first part of the movie. And then after that, he just goes around killing people. He just goes around killing people. That's it. That's basically it. He just goes around killing people. But yeah, the story could have done better. There's just one thing leading to another. It's just the story could have done better. But I understand, I was kind of joking around I was kind of joking around, like maybe, like this is an evil. Brandon is an evil Superman, and are we going to get like an evil Batman, like an evil Batman, an evil Wonder Woman, an evil Aquaman, like an evil Flash or evil Green Lantern? Like just set up like an evil version of the entire DC universe, like an evil Shazam. He like Batman, like an evil Batman who goes around like who stalks his prey at night. He's kind of like a vampire. He's kind of like a vampire. He stalks his prey at night, and then he just, I don't know. And what about an evil Aquaman? What about an evil Aquaman? Like I don't know. I'm just making, it's just something funny. And just something funny. And also another thing, I didn't realize Brightburn was the name of the high school. I didn't know that. I didn't know Brightburn was the name of the high school that Brandon went to. I thought it was just and also it was the name of the high school and the name of the city from I think Kansas. Or I don't think it was Kansas. I forgot what setting this movie took place in. Or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I didn't know it was a city. I didn't know the title of the movie was the name of a city. But anyway, that's it. What do you guys think about this movie? Because like I said, it could have been done better. But like we get like a bit of character development at the beginning of the movie, but then after that he just goes around killing people. That's it. He just goes around killing people. That's it. That's nothing much else to there. And do you want to see an evil Batman? Do you want to see an evil Batman, like an evil Batman serial killer, like an assassin killing people, or like an evil Wonder Woman, an evil Wonder Woman that lives on an island, the evil Aquaman who drowns people underwater, like an evil Aquaman who drowns people underwater. That's oh my god, and it all sets up like an evil Justice League, like an evil horror Justice League movie. Oh my god, that would be pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, like, it could have been done better. This movie could have been done better. It's just him going around killing people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say about this movie. Yeah. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, but do you guys want to see like an evil Justice League? This movie is setting up an evil Justice League movie.